I kind of want to, it's kind of trigger warning. This video isn't going to be positive like at all. It's just kind of been thinking something that's been like, I've been thinking about these past few days, especially last night. I just started thinking these thoughts. And I kind of just wanted to rant to the camera, like unfiltered. I probably won't upload this anyways, but yeah, I'm probably not going to upload this because I'm just going to be stuttering and saying whatever, but honestly, it just sucks, dude. Like, I feel like I'm invisible to everybody, and I feel like that everybody always ends up leaving me in some sense. Like, I was thinking about that earlier today, and I was just thinking about like friends, or I grew up not really having that many friends. I was always like labeled the weird kid, like a really strange guy, not really able to do anything, like was never gonna amount to anything. I was always labeled by that. And even with my family, someone would put me in a box, in a specific box of like who I am, in a sense. I was always weird or odd compared to everybody else. So just dealing with things like that, it was always hard growing up. And I found that happened a lot more in my younger years, and it kept happening in my middle years when I was in middle school. And even in high school, it's the same thing that happened. I was like some weirdo kid. I didn't have friends until my freshman year in high school, and I met these two guys that I started hanging out with. But it's just tough because like I'm realizing even now, like a lot of the groups I met, they always end up splitting off. Everybody just ends up leaving me, dude. Like, it's tough. Like, everybody ends up leaving me all the time. Friends, women, especially, girls, dating. Like, it's the same thing with dating. Like that's the reason I started this channel is because I got ghosted like a couple weeks ago by that girl, by this one girl I was talking to. And we weren't even talking like that. We were just friends, but we met up and ended up like kissing and doing other stuff for a little while. Then she just blocked me on everything. And I don't know. It's just tough, dude. Like, I feel like I really wanted to relapse last night just because it's hard, man. I feel like I'm invisible to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly feel like I'm invisible to just like everybody on the earth sometimes. Like, I have this weird lip quiver. Like, I have this weird way of talking to where I don't use this whole part of my face like this. Like, I have this weird like lip thing that, I don't know, I talk really weirdly apparently. I am weird according to a lot of people when I was growing up. And that stuff just sticks with you, man. Don't even get me started on how that's impacted dating. Gosh, horribly. Back to my confidence and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm just kind of lonely. I feel attacked all the time. And I just feel like everybody ends up leaving me for some reason. Either because I'm boring, or just because I'm me. Just because I'm vivid. That's who I am. I'm vivid. And I feel like that a lot of people just don't like me, man. Like, it's hard to really explain. And I'm trying not to sound so defeated, but it's hard not to, man. Like these people, bro. I've had so many negative things happen to me in high school, even in college. I'm in college right now, and negative stuff still happens to me with like people calling me weird or awkward or lame. Like, it's all started with my fucking family too. Like, they've always called me weird and like put me in a certain box for when I was a fucking kid, dude. Like, and that shit, like, it really sticks with you, bro. Like, I have so many self-confidence and self-esteem issues because of my family. Because I was different from how they were when we were growing up. And it's really stuck with me. Like, I was always the guy that could never get a girlfriend. The guy that would never have, like, anybody love him for him. The weird guy. The guy that didn't deserve anything. The unathletic kid. All these labels, which I ended up defying because I'm athletic as fuck now. Always have been. I'm not weird. I don't think I'm weird. I do think that I do think that I am deserving of love from like a woman, or yeah, I do really think that. Like, I don't think that I'm like undesirable to women or some shit, like how my family would like say it when I was a kid, and it would really impact me when they would say stupid ass things like that. Or they would always put me down, and it really sucked. And you could say it's just kids being kids, but stuff impacts people, dude. And stuff impacts people to a point that people don't really know who you are. Like, I know I'm going on a tangent, but a lot of my family doesn't really even know who I am, it feels like, half the time. Half the time it feels like I'm putting on a front for these guys. Same with, like, sort of friends, I guess. Which, I don't know. I have, like, a few friends, but that's another story on that stuff. But yeah, I just feel like everybody ends up leaving. Like, my older brother moved to Texas with his girlfriend, which is really cool. I mean, I'm really happy for them. It does get pretty lonely without those two here, you know. And this is like a couple years ago they moved, but anyway, I digress. I'm mainly just saying this just because it feels like everybody ends up leaving. Like my older brother, you know, settling down, the woman he loves and stuff, and then like my parents divorcing. My two best friends from when I was in high school just stopped talking to. Like, one of them just kind of ghosted me on everything. The other one's trying to make it to the NFL, and he's at a different school in like a whole nother state way across the country. One of my good friends from cross country, all of us had like a cross country group because we used to run in high school. I don't really talk to those guys anymore because one of my friends from that group died. Yeah, he passed away in a car crash in 2022 in December. So yeah, that really sucked to hear. I don't really talk to any of those guys since that stuff happened. I don't really want to hang out or do anything. You know, I lost my godfather too. And he was always the guy that was able to relate to me. I guess to relate to how, not weird I am, but to relate to being ostracized, never being accepted for who you were. He was a guy that I could relate to. He's really successful. Made like 800,000 a year, 900K, was making six figures. Like, he was doing interviews with Bill Gates. Like, he was so influential. He has so many articles written about him on Google. Like, such a successful guy. He passed away at 45 a year ago around this time. And I still miss him every day. Sorry if I keep messing up with the camera. My hand gets tired sometimes. I'm filming this with my phone. It's the only thing I film on, so. Yeah, I lost all those people. I mean, my cousins growing up, I was kind of close with them, but again, I was just so different that I was made fun of, so I stopped hanging out with them. Because I'm not apparently black enough to hang out with them, so I just stopped. But they left, friends left, lots of family left, women, especially women. I've had a lot of talking stages where they just leave. Like the one, again, this is why I started the channel. Because I got ghosted. I made that whole ghosting epidemic my first video. Go check it out. But yeah, that's why I made that video. Because it was tough. I was like, yo, some fucking bullshit. That's what it really is. But yeah, I don't really expect anyone to watch this video all the way through. I know it's just me kind of being depressed, but it's just how I'm feeling, man. I don't feel good at all. I feel good whatsoever. It just sucks. Like, all these people end up leaving in some shape or form. And I feel like it's my fault for a lot of them sometimes. Or I feel like I don't really like who I am sometimes. And it's hard to sit with that. Like, it's hard to sit with that even as I look at this camera. Yeah, I soon, like, even when I look into like the camera, I can't even like tell really. It's hard to look at myself, man. That's all I gotta say. It's really hard. Because there's a lot of issues I have. There's a lot of bullshit I've went through in my life. Lots of trauma when I was a kid. Lots of different things that have impacted the way I think about things. And it's hard to look at myself sometimes. It really is. It really is. It's really difficult. And I guess sometimes it just builds up like this. And the reason I'm making this video is just so I don't relapse, you know? Just get it all out. Vent it out to the camera. Sometimes it's the best way I could figure out to really let this stuff out. I see a therapist, but I can't call him 24/7. So here we are, I guess. But yeah, have any of you guys ever felt that way before? That everybody ends up leaving you? Especially women. Like you're talking to, like talking stages, dating, romance. Man, it's not that I don't feel like I'm good enough. It's just, I feel like that no one would really accept me for who I am. Because it feels like every time I show somebody who I am, that they just run away from me. They leave. And that's always happened in my life, you know? It's hard to get away from that when that's been my reality for so long, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to just switch that shit off, you know what I mean? Like, I can't just switch it off just like that. It's really hard. Like, I can't switch it off. So I just keep thinking it's me. And I just keep thinking, like, worse about myself because people keep leaving. It happens all the time. Like, either way you slice it, everybody ends up leaving. That's kind of my lesson in life, I guess, that I've learned, is that everybody ends up leaving you eventually, I guess. I don't really know. I know this is a really depressing video, but that's kind of what I got from this. Everybody ends up leaving. I've had so many failed fucking talking stages, dude. And it's really tough. And I'm not saying this is like any of their fault, by the way. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying these are like bad people because they don't want to be with me. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it sucks that I get like quote unquote, like I get ghosted, I get led on, or I get mistreated like all the time. And then it just sucks that it feels that when I show my true self to like a woman or anybody, friends, family, women, dating, they just all end up leaving. So it really leaves you with this like toxic pit, like this toxic pit in your heart. And yeah, I'm really trying not to get emotional. I really don't want to like start bawling and crying and stuff. It's just really hard. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video there. I think that's enough ranting for tonight. And I am still on day 9, so go check out the channel. Like and subscribe, comment. I'd love to read any of your comments. Let me know if you guys could relate to this, man. Like, let me know if you guys could relate. Yeah, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. This is Vivid, signing out. Peace, bro.